I am a firm believer that you should question everything, so that when I preach to you, I'm giving the best of what I believe and know, but I don't think you just should buy what I say just because I say it or because I'm a priest. You have to question. And I'll give you an example. Is anybody in here colorblind? No? I don't know what the percentage is in society, but let's say that, let me pick on Mary, okay? Let's say Mary is colorblind, and she couldn't observe purple, the color purple, like we do. And she thought it was green or gray. And so everyone said, oh, look at the beautiful purple decorations in the church. And Mary said, there's nothing in here purple. It's green. And everyone else said, no, it's purple. She said, no, there's no purple in here. Well, unless she'd been drinking, we have to give her the benefit of the doubt. And that's how I guess we discovered color blindness. That even if one person would question it, we at least could say, well, they're blind to that color. Because everybody else sees that color, but they don't. And I suppose that we stumble upon all kinds of doubts and truths. For example, when I was a little boy, I think in second grade was the first time I heard the story of Noah and the ark. And even in second grade in a Catholic school with that nun up there staring me right into the face, I couldn't buy it. I just couldn't believe it. We had those beautiful scripture books with pictures, and here's this ark, and another picture with all these animals, and a lion lying down with a lamb. Oh, please get real. The only way that would happen is if the lion first ate the lamb, and then it could say, lay down with the lamb. But that's what the story of Noah and the ark said. When the earth was so filled with sin, that I had no problem with believing, so filled with sin, but I did have a problem believing that only Noah and his family were not sinners. Really? The whole earth and only one man and his wife and children were sinless? So God said, I have to cleanse the earth. He got Noah and his family, he got him to build an ark, and that also was a little unbelievable when you consider how many animals got onto that ark. And then they got on the ark, and God flooded the earth, raining for 40 days and 40 nights, until the earth was so flooded that everything died except what was on that ark. And God restored the world as the animals from that ark began to procreate and have more animals and filled the earth again. Great story. But it's just, it ain't so. I mean, I can't believe it. But then we come to this story today, this first reading. Oh my God, from Isaiah. And Isaiah the prophet with different eyes, different eyes says, wait a minute. When the Spirit of God falls upon this earth, everything will change. The Spirit of God will evoke even in the animals. And then we get this litany of just unbelievable stuff. It says, then, when this Spirit of God falls on the earth and justice comes and peace comes to reign forever now, then the wolf shall be a guest of the lamb. And the leopard shall lie down with the kid. Really? The calf and the young lion shall browse together with a little child to guide them. Oh my God. The cow and the bear shall be neighbors. Together their young shall rest. Jeez. The lion shall eat hay like the ox. Have we gone crazy? Have we gone crazy? That will happen among the animals. They will treat each other like friends. But the point of the story is that when the Messiah comes, which is the most grace-filled thing the Scriptures ever said to us, that a Messiah would come, the Spirit of God would be in this Messiah, and everything would change. So, in the spirit of that reading, we hear the gospel. And Jesus is saying, filled with the Spirit, Jesus begins to speak. I give you praise, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, for although you've hidden these things from the wise and the learned, you have revealed them to the childlike. There it is, the childlike. You know, if you want to put it to the test, and if you have a child that's 4 years old or younger, maybe even 5, maybe even 7, depends on the child and how childlike they are. Tell them that Santa Claus is going to bring them a special gift this year. And watch their eyes. Ooh, Santa? He's going to bring a special gift to me? They will believe it because they are truly childlike, whatever that quality is. And you can get them to believe anything. You know, that tooth that just fell out of their head, put it under the pillow, and the fairy godmother's going to come tonight and leave some money for you. Really? And believe you me, they'll check under that pillow. And if they get $1, they're going to wet their pants with excitement. The fairy godmother brought me $1 for my tooth. So it's that kind of wonder that when we get that wonder, our eyes see reality differently. Our ears hear reality differently. And when we come to know Jesus Christ that way, like a child, we are filled with wonder and we believe differently. Well, I was thinking about this morning. I wrote my little reflection and everything, and I said, wow. You know, and it just happened too, because I read the article from Richard Rohr, the CAC, and it was extraordinary. It was about scientists and about how scientists see sometimes more deeply than people who are spiritual, because when we in religion believe in our religion like it's just a bunch of set of truths, God is this, God does this, you must go to Mass. If you don't receive communion, if you go to communion without, and we think that's being good religion. Now, good religion is when it changes our way of life, when we follow Jesus, when we imitate the Lord, when we hear Him say on the cross, Father, forgive them all, they know not what they do, and we say, oh my God, that's how we should forgive? That's a change of a way of life, a way of life. That's what God and religion is really about. It's not about saying, I know the truths of our religion, this is so. And that's easy, that part. But to follow, to have our way of life change, for the lion to lie down with the lamb in peace. So, I really think that this Advent, we're going back 2,000 years to fulfill what Isaiah was saying. This Messiah is going to come, and when he comes, the lion will lie down with the lamb, and the ox and the bear or whatever, they'll eat together, they'll eat the same thing, and they'll smile at each other. Really? Because this Messiah is going to make all the difference. So then Jesus is born, and all of a sudden people are being healed, and as the scriptures say, the blind will see, the deaf will hear, the mute will speak, the paralyzed will walk, the dead will be raised from the dead. And we say, He's come. He's come. Now, if that's what we believe, the Messiah came and the earth and the world has been irrevocably changed to all who can look at it and listen to it like a little child with wonder, then can it happen for us 2,000 years later? Does it happen? Does Advent mean anything, or is it just 4 weeks of purple and lighting candles until we come to Christmas and then we sing our Christmas songs and it's all that. But what if it's a change of life? What if it's a time of grace, peace, justice, and we are irrevocably changed at the core of our hearts? That's what I believe is the invitation, once again, of this Advent. Please stand.